Wow. Hello, everyone, and welcome in. My name is Robin, and on today, we're going to have a breakfast chat. And I can hear my alarm. It's just to pop up and kind of like finalize things for my upcoming craft show. And I just wanted, hold one moment. The My alarm was going off. But again, I welcome everyone in, and I'm just popping on really quick just so that you can get a little behind the scenes to see how I am still prepping for the upcoming craft show. And I have two big events, one of which is the craft show, and then the other one is the Bling Fest on the 24th. So I wanted to take a little time every early morning. And I said, oh, why not let everyone, take a look and see what you're doing during, although it's early, someone I know is up. So if you're here in the chat, welcome. And even if you're watching the replay, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let me say hello and good morning to my crafty friends that have joined me this early morning. So I want to say good morning to Donzel. Donzel, good morning. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Miss Berlinda. Good morning. Picture Me Crafting. Welcome in and thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here. And what I'm doing is kind of like still prepping, and I'm going to change or do a solo view of my desk, and just to give you an idea. Well, you know what? Let me go back here first to me. I did say that this was a breakfast chat. And what is a breakfast chat without breakfast? So, what I have here is my Greek yogurt at the bottom. And then I have some berries. Today I have blackberries and blueberries. And then I sprinkled a little granola on top. So, that is my breakfast for this morning that I will be, taking a little taste of this. Yes. Oh. Yes. So, hello, Lady G. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello at Fast Loan Grand Rising. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let me now go ahead and change the view. And I am just going to be just a few of the garments because on Monday's live, I begin to bling some garments. And every time after I finish blinging them or anything that I create, I like to tag them, and tagging them. And as far as the hoodies, I'm going to put since they're bling, I'm going to attach these washing instructions, and as well as a garment tag that I put on all of my garments as well. So both of these tags will go onto the hoodies. So I just have two of them completed, and then I am, kind of prepping the others. So how the garment is tagged, I use it's like a garment tag. And I use this, and I also, since the hand washing doesn't have a hole in it, then I'll go ahead and just punch a hole right here in the little sleeve, if you can see that. And this hole punch is the shape of a butterfly. So I just go ahead and kind of do a little punch on the side. And let me show you the garments that I created or finished creating after I got off live on Monday. So, you know, like everyone else, I know that you take, and throughout the week and day, you are preparing or creating something. And me, I did not want to have this prep work go, you know, without being recorded. And going live, I won't have to do any editing. So that's the good part about that. So the first hoodie, and these are the Sherpa hoodies. And I have here, and I hope you can see this okay. Let me move some of this stuff around. And I'll show it again when I stand up. Because right now it just looks a little not so crisp. The sun is not up yet. That's partially the reason. But this is the first Sherpa hoodie, and it's lined with the Sherpa lining throughout the coat, everything, I believe, except for the sleeves. So this is what we have here. And I have the She Is, and this is crafting with Yolanda's template that I decided to do. Thank you. Thank you, Fast Loan. Yeah, so this is one hoodie. Then I wanted to take my crafty friends along with me, and then here is the other hoodie. And it's, oh snap. And this design is Making with Marilyn's design. And this is her gingerbread design. And I did it last year, but since I'm going to the craft show this year, I wanted to go ahead and do it again. So these are the two hoodies that I mean, I'll have more, but this is what I have right now. So let's go ahead and tag them both. Thank you. Good morning, Telemaid. Good morning, Melissa. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm just going over like a little behind the scenes of things that I am doing to prepare for the upcoming craft show on November 8th. So, in using my tags, here's the washing instructions to take care of it by washing it inside out in cold water, no bleach, and no dry cleaning, and iron it inside out and tumble dry at low heat. And then I also attach a thank you tag from Robin's Kreations, and it says where every creation tells a story. And then on the back, if you wanted to scan this QR code, it would bring you to my Instagram. So that is, I see a glare. So it looks like it's a little glare on, okay. So that looks a little better. Let me try and see. It's a little delay on my iPad, so I just want to see if it's going to get sharper. But I'm going to go ahead. So I take off the protective cap, and it's like a little needle, and it's already I already have the tags fed through. Then I'll put the needle or the point straight through, and then I'll just go through this tag without going through the coat. I'm just going to go through the garment tag and kind of pull, and then here we go. We have the tag. So this one is ready for the craft show. So I'm excited. So that's one. And then the second one, I'll put the other one back here in the back. So here I have the second one, and I'll put the same stuff right here. And I'll just go through the tag without damaging anything. I'm just going through a little bit. I don't know what I did the first time, but awesome. So now this one is connected as well. Thank you, Donzel. I appreciate you. Yes. So that is the garment tags that we have thus far. And looking at the hoodie, I wanted to do a little something. So let me change it back to me. And I'm going to, I think, I want to move my chair out of the way because I got a lot going on in this room. So it's not a lot of space. So let me see if I can minimize. Yes. So I'll just maximize myself. Okay. So as I zip up the hoodie, ooh, it looks dark. Okay, so as I zip up my hoodie, I can see that here on the right hand side, I'm like thinking, I want something extra, on the right hand side. And Robin, she always have to do something extra. So I'm going to, for the She Is Me, I'm going to add a little something on the sleeve. And let me see here. So we have one side of the sleeve, it has the seam. So the opposite side alongside the seam here on the shoulder. And then I'll just go ahead and add a little something here at the bottom of the sleeve. So that'll be one. And then I'll do the same thing on the right side, just so that when you hold your hand over, you'll be able to see it. So that is my thought. So I'm talking and I don't have my, okay. So when I stand up, my head was cut off. Okay. So yes. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I've cut on my heat press and it looks like my heat press. I'm putting the hoodie back up to see which side is my right side. Like I don't know my right from my left. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten out the sleeve here. And I'm draping it on my desk and you can't see me yet. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and let me change the screen. Okay. Thank you, Donzel. And let me see. Okay. So I have here, so I can see, and okay. So here we have the seam, and here we have the bottom of the sleeve. So what I'm going to do, let me, and using the same colors, what I did was I brushed in a rose. So this is for the She Is Me. And then I'm just going to press a rose on the bottom. What do you think? Right here on the sleeve. So I'm going to, yes, press a red rose. And this is the same combination of, so this is the same color combination that's on the front of the She Is Me. So I'm going to go to, oh, thank you, Lady G. So I'm going to go ahead, and hopefully I wasn't out of frame. I'm going to go ahead over and press it real quick. It's only, it'll take 15 seconds, and I apologize for not having a camera on the heat press. The nerve of me. So okay, so it's pressing for 15 seconds, and I apologize that I'm not over there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I always kind of look at it and make sure everything is good. And I do give it a second press. And that's just something that Robin's Creation does. It does not require. It's just that this Sherpa hoodie is a bit fluffy, and I just want to make sure. Okay. So we'll bring her back over and pull off the KTM mask, and she's looking good. Yes. Oh, wow. This turned out really nice. Oh, yes. So that gives that added touch to the bottom of the sleeve. So I really like that. So now with the so I'm gonna put this one back, and I'm gonna pull out the other one. And this is the old snap. And then I'll do the same thing, kind of find that back or the side of the sleeve. And this design, when I was brushing in my thank you. Hello, Karen Knight, and welcome in. Be careful. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. Good morning, Eric Sports 90. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And that's my husband, Eric Sports 90. Welcome in. So this one here, what I'm going to do is, let me move this. I am going to add another gingerbread man because I had already brushed out two of them, and I saw some of the stones kind of come out. If you can see how, let me see here. You can see how they kind of drop down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is kind of push them up and push them back in line. And sometimes when the KTM mask isn't sticky enough, this happens. The stones kind of drop. So I'm just going to push it over and get the top of his head kind of rounded back off. So we have the gingerbread man I'm going to add to the sleeve. And then I am going to add like the bow tie, the buttons, and the smiley face. And I didn't say the colors of the stones. So here I have, this one is the let me get the names out. I'll call the names out in a minute because I don't want to mess it up. So they're all from the baby's booty, but I don't want to be messing it up because my memorization of all those beautiful bling colors are not there yet. Yes, so here we go. So it's kind of like keeping in line with what we already have here. So I do see that the one on the front, he's not straight. And I don't think he was made to be straight. So I'm going to angle this one as well. I'm just going to keep with the center of it and kind of, yeah, push down like that. So here we go. So I think that's a great starting point. So I'm going to go ahead over to the heat press and press the little gingerbread man down. So I'm off to the side, and I know, you're not able to see me, but I'm pressing, and it just had 15 seconds. And I have my heat press at 350 degrees, and it'll just be 15 seconds. So not very long. And I have multiple presses, so I don't have to press this one at this moment multiple times because I have the eyes and ears, well, the eyes and nose to put on. Where did I get ears from? Lord child. So the eyes and the buttons in the mouth. So I'll go ahead, take this off, put it back onto the courier sheet. Yes! Let me see here. Hello, Stephanie Calloway. Good morning. Welcome in. So I found that yesterday this was off. Why is off? I don't know. I have no idea. But when it's not, let me demonstrate that again. You see how the eyes and mouth are here? If you find that your material has stretched or just something's not lining up, you can kind of cut everything apart. So let's do a cut apart. And that's what I'll call it for now. So I'm going to cut the mouth and the eyes away from the bow tie and the bow tie away from the buttons. And in doing so, you have to be very careful that your KTM mask isn't overlapping, because if it overlaps, it's not going to adhere. And when I say not adhere, I'm talking about the rhinestones. They will adhere to the other portion of the KTM mask. So you have to be careful and piecing it. So I'm going to go ahead, and these I do know that these buttons are champagne AB. Then here I have the neon, the lavender neon violet AB. And I want to say the brownstones are chocolate, but I just ran back over here to my coffee. Yes, so the other stones are coffee. Yes. So I have to put the bow tie on and be very careful as I'm putting it on that nothing's overlapping. So it's looking good, but not promising. So I'm just going to have to do another press because it seems like I'm going to overlap. So let me press the buttons and the eyes and the mouth. And then I'll have to do the last press will be the bow tie. So I'm over at the heat press, pressing, and 3, 2, 1. Okay. And then I'm going to remove, yes, remove the KTM mask. Awesome. So here we have the bow tie. And then the bow tie is in champagne AB as well. So, yes. So that's exciting. Yay! And then I'll just, hot. Go ahead and do the last press for this morning. And it's almost done pressing the sleeve. Almost there. And done. So the little gingerbread man is now on the sleeve and he's mighty cute. Yay! Thank you so much, Eric Sports 90. Yes, please, if you haven't had a chance, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. So yes. So let me change the view up and I can kind of show you how it'll look. Once we okay. It's StreamYard is a little different these days. But going in line with the shoulder is what I did. And it's pressed flat the other way. So what I have here is the gingerbread man on the sleeve. So I love that. I really do. So we have Oh Snap. Oh Snap with an extra gingerbread man. And I'll fold this, put it off to the side. And then we also have the She Is Me. And yes, She is loved. She is chosen. She is strong. She's worthy. She's blessed. She is me. So I have quite a few alarms going off, and I did not think to turn them off. Okay, think I'm done. So the she is me, and with this one, I placed a rose on the sleeve. So here is the rose, and it's all in this color combination. And let me give you these colors. So I have the candy apple is the red, and the AB color is the gold orange AB. Okay, so that is beautiful. So I have both of those tags, and I let you see how I put the garment tags on. So I'm going to change the screen. So oh, thank you. Good morning, Dimps. Thank you so much for stopping by. I just wanted to hop on this morning to just give everybody a behind the scenes. I was getting up and still preparing for my upcoming craft show, and I thought, why not go live and just let everyone know, just for a little bit, go live and let everyone see a little behind the scenes. So I did the using that Sherpa line hoodie, and I put Crafting with the Londas design on this zipper hoodie. She is me. So this, I will, let me fold this up, and I may be out of frame a little bit, but I'm just going to make it make sense a little. And I also put a rose on the right sleeve. And that is the she is me. Then what I'm going to do is fold it back. And when I tagged everything, if you missed it, I tagged it with the washing instructions, as well as a thank you from Robin Kreations and a QR code that you can scan front or back, just to get in touch with me. And that's my Instagram. So I'm going to put this over on the craft bar, and then I'll fold up the other one. So what I noticed is that my embroidery machine. So as I am using my embroidery machine, I'm not sure of how many stitches before you need to do maintenance. And I have the Janome 550E, and my embroidery machine lets me know, okay, it's time to do maintenance, and it's requiring me to do maintenance. And it's wanting me to clean or lubricate the bobbin, and I'll get the exact words as soon as I turn around, because I don't want to mess that up. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to change the view from my desktop, and I am going to go ahead and go over to my craft bar and let you see what I see as far as a message from. So for those of us, oh yes, Donzel, I have more behind the scenes. And I'm not going to be on long. It was just, just letting everyone see. what I'm doing, and I'm going to turn this heat press off. And I have to get ready for the Bling Fest as well. So I need to, yeah, I need to, and getting ready for the Bling Fest and the craft show. They're so close together. I need to do just a little something each day. And I'm an early bird, so I like to get up early. So I figured just do a little something, and then eventually I'll have it all complete. So yes. Hello, Cheryl H. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So what I'm doing now is you can see my embroidery machine, and I'm digging in my cabinet, and I apologize for the noise. And I'm going in my manual, and in my manual, I'm going to go to the page where it has me do the maintenance. So let me go to the table of contents. Spanish, English. Okay. So I'm going. Okay. So I'm getting there. So if you can see it, hopefully it's not a glare. So it says using a soft cloth with a small amount of suitable cleaning liquid, gently wipe around the bobbin holder and hook brace unit. So I'm going to get my maintenance kit out, and that is the maintenance that we have to do this morning. And it requires maintenance, and I'm just going to bring you over a little more so you can see what I'm doing over here. So it's not just you looking at this embroidery machine. So, okay. Okay, so here's my instruction manual. And then all the elements that came with my embroidery machine, the little key to get everything off and all that stuff. I keep it inside a little box so that I can get to it easily. And I have everything that I use. Let me see. Yeah, so everything that I use currently for my embroidery machine, I kind of keep it right here in the in this drawer. So the cleaning solution, I put it in this because it was leaking out from time to time, and it just needed to sit straight up. And they carefully labeled or clearly labeled it as the cleaner, and a lot of it dripped out. But this is the cleaner, and I will use that. And I have everything else should be in this case. So let me go ahead and move you back up close so you can see what I'm doing. Just, so you can see how I get the top of the bobbin case off and begin to clean it. So I got everything out that I need to get out. Okay. So I close that up. I have my cloth to get it all cleaned up. And then now I was going to the table of contents and then I stopped. So this is called the bobbin holder. So let me see. I don't remember what page I was on. Because I had to do this a couple months back. And I guess with me using it, you know, you use it, you gotta clean it. So I let me see here. Okay. So here, okay, so I'll remember this the next time. I thought it was in the back, but here we have on page 64 the care and maintenance, and this is cleaning the hook area. So that is this little picture is what I see. So it's telling me to use the little key and take everything out using the key, take everything apart, and here's the key, and here's the cleaner. Let's get started. So we gotta do a little maintenance on her just to keep her running. It's nothing like a well-oiled machine. So we're gonna carefully place everything in sight. And looks like I need a new bobbin anyway. Then I'll in order to get this out, this is what they want me to clean. And you just get like a lot of dust and everything in there. So using the key that was provided. Good morning, Up Designs. Welcome in. Thank you. Thanks everyone for stopping by. And I am going to go clockwise and take the screw apart. And it's a good thing that just like, you know, your vehicle or something, it lets you know when it's time for maintenance. So I do like that. So it just popped up as I finished those beautiful red purses. And I'm like, oh my goodness, Robin. And you got to do maintenance on your machine. And I'm like, hey, why not bring your crafty friends along with you while you have breakfast? Yeah, so I'm almost finished unscrewing this one screw. So after you take off the okay, Earth Sports 90. Okay, you say Robin's Kreations is always up early for designs and repairs. Okay, so I can see in the cabin here that I can see like the length from the threads, and then I can see a little dusting of length. So I'm going to go ahead, take my cloth. You know what? All right now. I can see you guys. Yes, so thanks. Thanks, Darzel. So let me see here. Let me put a little, awesome. Okay. So I just put a little dab. That's all it said that I needed. And a little dab will do you. So I'm going ahead and cleaning here. pull out the bobbin case. And can you see that? It's like a little white. It's mainly here. And then I can see it down there as well. So, not sure if you can see the dust. But somehow the machine knows, or I'm thinking that the machine does it every so many. So this is like an oily cleaner. If you can see how it is getting shined up, you know, it's shiny now. So I can see the shine. Okay. And now that it's telling me to do this cleaning again, what I'm going to do later today or tomorrow morning is kind of clean the entire machine off and everything on my craft bar. I'm going to just go ahead and wipe everything down. So it's asking me to wipe, wipe, wipe. And there should be a little brush. I didn't see it. Let me see here. Because you don't want to be digging in nowhere that you shouldn't be digging into. So I'm back in this bag. So I was looking for the brush. I don't see it. I know I had to have had the brush the last time, but that's okay because I do have some other brushes, but I'm just not going to be, let me see. Now I missed it. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, put everything back. Let me see. And I know you have to line up these dots. Ooh, chair. You should have, I should have took a picture before I took this thing out. So, okay. So it's something about these two red dots should be across from each other. Yes. Okay. So let me bring you in a little closer. So it's these two little red dots. And I'm not sure if you can see them, but that's a little red dot and it has to align with this red dot. So they are aligned and everything looks well oiled. So I'm going to sit you back upright. Okay. And pull my string out of the way. And kind of put the cover plate back on. Okay. And put the screws back in. You know what? Eric Sports 90, okay. He said, I thought you were going to eat something, some food. The gingerbread hoodie made me hungry. know what? I did prepare my breakfast, but I haven't taken not one bite. But 1 second, I will. Okay, so I'm just tightening the screw on here on this bobbin case. And I tighten the screw back. And it's almost done. Almost done. So let me see here. Awesome. Awesome. Looking good. Awesome. And I'll get a new bobbin because that bobbin, so here I have the new bobbin. And when you insert the bobbin, you always make sure that it looks like the letter P. And that's your thread hanging down and then the bobbin. So you just take and drop it in and pull back and up around 1, down 2, and cut the thread. And then I'll attach the cover back on. So I have her maintained and it's documented. So yes. So I love that. So I'm going to put the oil back in the cleaning solution back in my napkin, and it can stand back up in the corner of my drawer. And I'm putting the I'm putting the key back inside with the other bobbin case. So I'll let that go down there. Close it up until the next time. So I have the manuals. Okay. And I can close the manual. Put the manual back inside the packaging. And this is, they give you like the Spanish and the English. Good morning, Crafty cousins. Welcome in. Good morning. So I was doing a little maintenance on my embroidery machine. It required me to do clean the bobbin holder this morning. So I am finished with cleaning the bobbin holder, and then I'll in the drawers, I'll go ahead. I have the cleaner here. I put that in the corner and stand it up because since I purchased it, I noticed that it was leaking. And then I'll go ahead and I put the old bobbin in here, and that needs to go in the trash, not in here. Okay. So, yes, so that's everything as far as maintenance for the embroidery machine. So what I'll do is bring you back over. And I apologize for all the movement. Okay, so now we will go ahead, and it's asking me, has the bobbin holder been cleaned? And I want to say okay for yes. And resume the last pattern. And I don't have to because I don't have a pattern that I'm doing at this exact moment. So I would love to do a card or something like that, but I'm not going to do one this morning because it's almost time for me. Okay, so when I do the craft show, I want to give everyone kind of like, here I go with another alarm. Let me turn this one off. Wow, that's a lot of snoozing, Robin. That's like the third or fourth time the alarm went off. That's a lot of snoozing, young lady. So have it set for every half hour. So what I was going to say is that what I now that I'm finished with the embroidery machine, I want to go back to the craft show that I have coming up. Now, with the craft show, I was reading all the detailed items for that day, and my space is only an 8 by 8. And then I have 2 tables that I requested because the tables are heavy and big, and I would prefer to use their tables. So, what my husband and I put together years ago was a ladder. So I went on Facebook Marketplace years ago and purchased a ladder. Let me see if you can see the ladder. So this ladder, yes. So the ladder is where I kind of put all the I put it in my I will be putting it in my 8 by 8 space. I would normally have a 10 by 10 with the previous shows that I've done, but in reading last evening, it's only an 8 by 8. So I'll have my husband do the measurements of how and kind of like help me decide on how I'm going to lay out these tables along with the ladder. See if I just need one table or both. So the ladder was a regular when I put it off of Facebook Marketplace. It was a regular ladder from a painter, and I just painted it black. But before doing so, my husband cut out the shelves and made the shelves like added extra wood to make the shelves even so that they're not on a slant. So I'll take you over just to show you, and I apologize to you on a slant. So here at the top, and I'm just kind of doing again a mock of everything. And I have my wallets. Of course, everyone has seen me do them. And then I have my cards. And I do have more than but this is what I've taken out thus far. And I have my charms, and here are the red wallets. And I have some hats that I had embroidered, and it has the bling. And I know you can see the price tag on the wallets. That price tag was in my drawer, and I just pinned it on there. I have no idea how much these wallets should cost. So that's still up in the air. And then I also have some of these beautiful shirts as well. And I have my old-fashioned truck down at the bottom with my name on it, Robin's Kreations. And what I'll do is drape my table with the cloth, the black cloth, tablecloth that is. And I also have another piece that I overlap on top of that. So I will have my company name on that as well. So let me see here. So that is just, and when I go to the craft show, I will take a garment and place it right on top. And I apologize for being all the way in the way. So I will stage these shirts and oops. Mm, mm, mm. Wow, Robin. That's a lot. Okay. So, and then I'll stage the shirts. So the shirts will, kind of be laid out so that the customers can see the shirts. So that is just an overview of what I'm doing. I like to see what I'm doing just so that I can kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, what I'm taking. And I'll have this up here for a couple weeks because I am a visual person and I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So, what I'm going to do is that you continually see the ladder as I kind of like prepare. Okay. That's a lot of moving. So I apologize if anybody got seasick. And then I'll go ahead and have a seat and bring you back over to my desk. And let me see here. So I'm going to change the scene back to my desk really quick and let you know what I'll be doing. I'll be blinging some more. Okay, so I do have a smock. So this is my next. I was up in the air if I should embroider my smock. So in my smock, I'll be able to put um you know, whatever needs to be the receipt pad, extra cash in my pockets. And then it also, I have a smock that goes over top of my head as well. So I'm undecided of which one I'll use, but I do have this one as well. And if I don't wear this one goes around the waist. This one is a short one. So it goes around the waist. And I was thinking about blinging it out, and now that I have the embroidery machine, I, was thinking of doing embroidery on it. So not totally sure just yet, but I will decide by this evening. And I wanted to quickly show the keychains that I did as well. And these have my QR code and company name on it as well. And I just kind of like put it, if it's a card, I'll stamp. And, so these are the little charms. And these were little. Oh, thank you, Dims. Thank you. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. It's been a while since I did a craft show, and I didn't think I was going to do it. And then I was just like, oh yes, it's at the My Public Television here in Maryland, a television station. And I, once, well, today I'll upload everything to my social medias because I need to let everyone know that I'm going to be there. But I just wanted to show you how I label things and how I get ready. In the mornings, I take a little time, and then in the evenings, I take more time in getting ready for the craft show or my lives. I do take orders. They have been, you know, um, t-shirts, bling t-shirts and things of that nature. I haven't really done, I don't think I've taken other than my husband, embroidery order. So I will be doing that as well. But yes, and Here is my breakfast again that I haven't touched yet, but I will be. So I have my Greek yogurt here at the bottom, along with my blueberries and my blackberries and blueberries, and then topped off with a little granola. So I am going to go ahead and enjoy this breakfast. Um, I'm making you hungry, Donzel. Yes. So have, get your breakfast. You will probably see more of me within the next between this week and next week on an early morning. Get, kind of chat with me as I'm doing a couple of behind the scene maintenance. As it, because when you have like two big things that you want to um help them be successful, you got to prepare prior to the event. So the craft show November 8th, and then the Bling Fest is October 24th. So I have two big things, exciting things, and I, have to, for the craft show, I have quite a bit that needs to be thought out. And this is what I'm doing, and I'm so grateful that all my crafty friends came in this morning and just watched me as I did a little bling. Well, I just kind of heat pressed. I do have more bling to do, but there'll be more. I don't know exactly which days, but you'll see quite a bit of me. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day. I pray that everyone so far is having a great day, a great morning, and enjoy the rest of your day. May it be great. And until next time, I want to ask everyone to bloom where you are planted. And I see, oh, thank you. Thank you, Crafting Cousins. Be blessed. Yes. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.